have to start recording anyhow. I wasn't ready for that yet.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Do you actually know how to do it?
He is such high maintenance. You
Oh.
are high maintenance, Alex.
And you're just now
Me, I'm
figuring
just
this
trying to
out?
be helpful.
It says it's already
Thomas
recording.
Edward. It's recording.
There
But
it goes.
we're up to 39. It's going fast.
Okay.
When we hit 45, you're on. When we hit 45. We're almost there. We're at 40.
Do I have a bid for 50?
Oh, goodness.
Buy low, sell high.
41. Oh, Adam's joined.
Adam is here.
Hi, Adam.
You don't have to wait.
Adam, why?
Can I start now? Because Alex is not letting me.
No. 44. We need one more. 45. You're on.
All right. Let's get this
46.
going, guys. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And to all the mommies out there, hope you enjoyed your Mother's Day. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Myra Pika. I'm Alex Solomon's executive assistant. And I've been with Net at Work now for a little over 2 years. So you can see for some of the pictures that I have here with my wonderful boss, Alex, that I've enjoyed my time here at Net at Work. I appreciate how he has allowed me to express my creativity and also share some of my event planning skills. So I'm praying that we can get past these difficult times and are finally able to have many more fun events here at Net at Work. So I'm a born and bred New Yorker. I grew up in the South Bronx. My immediate family was quite small. It only consists of myself, my younger brother, and my lovely grandmother. Sadly, my brother and I lost our parents at a very young age, but we were blessed to be taken in by family members with huge hearts. So we were raised in the South Bronx, which wasn't the best of neighborhoods, but we made the best of it. Familia. So here is my handsome dad, who served in Vietnam. When he returned, he met my mom. Shortly after that, I came along, and it wasn't much longer before my brother was born. We're just 2 years apart. So growing up in the South Bronx wasn't easy. I was extremely overprotective when it came to my brother. I took on the role of mom and dad. He was really shy and quiet. So I always felt like I had to be the one to scare away the bullies and several potential girlfriends, which he was never happy about that. Needless to say, I took on the responsibilities of big sister very seriously. And here we are now. He lives in Boston. He has teenage daughters. The youngest is 15, and the oldest just turned 18. Fun times for him. Underneath this hat here, he has a head full of gray hair now. This here is my lovely abuelita, my grandmother, who just celebrated her 88th birthday last week. It's been hard not being able to visit her during this quarantine, but we're so blessed to still have her here with us. She has endured so many hardships in life, but is one of the strongest women I know. She is a true warrior who has won battles we know nothing about. She has always told me that she sees a lot of herself in me. I can never walk in her shoes, but I'm proud to know that that fire and strength runs in my blood. Here are my nieces. So we have a few pictures of them here when they were younger. Here's the 15-year-old, and here's the one that just turned 18. Good luck to my brother. Home is where the heart is. Here is my beautiful girlfriend, Jamie, and our fur baby, Cyrus. So I want to say shout out to all the fur mommies out there. You deserve to be acknowledged on Mother's Day as well.
That's awesome.
We celebrated our 14-year anniversary in quarantine at the end of April. Yeah, that's been a test. Our little boy is 7 now. And I'm sure many pet owners can relate with me when I say that our lives changed completely when he came into our world. He's truly our everything. We love to be surrounded by music. Jamie is actually a DJ. Here's Cyrus with her headphones on. Of course, he has to be involved in everything. She comes from a family of DJs, which is pretty cool. Her dad was a DJ in the 70s, her brother in the 80s, and she started DJing in the 90s. Family get-togethers are always so much fun. So during this time, we've been enjoying Friday happy hours while she's mixing on the ones and twos. It's been really awesome. I'm known in the office for decorating on the holidays and putting together the events. That all stems from my love for design. I've been into interior decorating for about 15 plus years. It's been something that I've done on the side along with event planning. I'm going to share with you guys some pictures of some work I've done in the past. This was a client who wanted to make a small change in their dining area. Here's the before. Nice space, but needed to be revived a little bit. It was very monochromatic. Here's my design plan, which included new paint, artwork, a new larger rug, area rug, trying to figure out a better option for this dining table and update the curtains. So we decided to keep the table, but revamp the tabletop, which had dated frosted design here. And a quick, simple fix was just to replace it with a brand new clear glass tabletop. And here's my after.
Nice.
It wasn't a major transformation, but it went from a beige box to a welcoming space. Painted the wall, used a cool color to brighten up the space, kept the curtains, but the placement was way too narrow for the windows. So I looked, I actually extended the curtain rod to the adjacent wall, and that actually allowed for the space to look a lot larger. So to maintain the cohesive color flow to match with the table, I went ahead and I spray painted the base here darker, and it actually tied everything together.
I was expecting to see like cobwebs and like vampires and things like that.
Now I actually do some nice stuff on the side too. So here we
Very
have
nice.
for this client, I designed their entryway as well as their dining room. It was a small space, but I could see the potential. My design plan was, when you walk in here, was to pretty much update the lighting, paint the walls, door frames, moldings, paint the stair risers here, and add some artwork. So what I started off with was laying out the design for a gallery wall. And a quick tip, if you wanted to, if you want to put up grouped pictures, an easy step to take is cutting craft paper to the size of your frame. Take the craft paper on, tape the craft paper onto the wall with painter's tape, and create your desired design. Make sure you use your level at that point. And this process actually saves your walls from all the trauma of hanging and rehanging, which is never fun. Once you're happy with that layout, you measure your frame anchors and then mark the spots on the craft paper as to, like, for example, these areas here. And it's much more easier. It saves you a whole lot of headaches. And here's my gallery wall.
Very nice.
So I used
Nice.
oversized matte frames for this and inserted 5x7 personalized frames from the client. And it actually provided a really nice clean visual. And changing out this light fixture with the original one with the crystal chandelier made it look very sophisticated.
I love the color of the walls too.
Thank you. And here's the full view. So you can see here the before. Here's the gallery wall. We have the chandelier and painting.
Wow, what a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Now here's their dining area. They ended up extending the original mustard color that they had in the entryway, which was really doing nothing for this room. So my plan was to add some fun artwork, replace this table here. I wanted to keep their chairs because I usually, with some of the clients, I try to make it cost efficient for everyone. So we wanted to keep their chairs, add a little drop zone area for your keys and mail, etc., because it comes right, this room is right off of the hallway, which you can see here. And so we went ahead And here's the after. So we kept the chairs, purchased 2 new upholstered tufted chairs, and switched out that round table for a rectangular table. This was their original credenza. The light fixture was a brand new modern light fixture. And the curtains, actually, I extended the curtains to this entire space, so it was wall to wall, and brought up the curtain rods a little higher. And that's actually a technique that I really enjoy doing because it really makes your ceilings look taller.
That's so cool.
Thank you. So it actually went from your traditional space to a more elegant transitional space.
Looks like a magazine.
Thank you. Jamie's actually a photographer as well, so she takes good pictures for me. We're Jill of all trades in this home. So, so here's another view, and this was the area that I created for the drop-off, which is actually pretty cool. And this is the view here that you have from across. Now, along with design, I'm a huge DIYer. I repurpose and refinish furniture. It's very therapeutic for me, actually. So I'm going to share with you guys a few pictures of some of the projects I've worked on. And yes, I play with power and climb ladders. So here we have a dresser that I repurposed into an entertainment center. And I went ahead and I removed 2 of the drawers, replaced them with shelves, painted the dresser, added a wallpaper background, completed it by adding Moroccan style overlays. And of course, the lady always loves her bling.
Mm-hmm.
On this one here, with this tall dresser, I painted it a lighter color, added some new draw pulls to it, and painted some stencils on it. This one here, these are some nightstands that I took from plain unfinished wood, painted them a metallic silver. I created this actual design with nail head trim. So I was hammering away for a while there. Replaced the boring wooden pulls that it came with, and added some legs to it. This chair was a garage sale find. And I just painted it with some fabric paint, and I drew on this fleur-de-lis stencil onto it. It looks like a completely different chair.
Wow.
Now, one of the things Jamie and I share in common is our love for the aquarium hobby. Jamie has always had fish in her house since she was a child, and it's carried on throughout her whole life. So together we found the most amazing fish called discus fish. They're actually freshwater fish that are from South America, and they're from the Amazon rivers. They're extremely hard to keep and definitely not for beginners, but very much worth the effort and investment. So to showcase these beauties, we decided to go big or go home. So we went to a 125-gallon tank. Now that's the largest our space we can fit in our space without it taking over. But trust me, Jamie would have a 300-gallon tank if I would let her, if we had the space for it. So this tank is actually pretty big. It's massive. It's 6 feet long. And so to make it really special, we went ahead and we purchased the wood cabinets that you see here and the hood as well. So now usually people get plastic or vinyl backgrounds that you tape onto the back of the tank, but we're not those people. And we came across these amazing 3D backgrounds that actually look and feel just like rocks. And we added those into the tank. Now this was a huge process because it involved a lot of sawing, drilling, and caulking. It was a pretty big project. So to this, instead of adding gravel, we went ahead and we added some sand substrate instead of gravel to make cleaning easier and prevent waste from accumulating. So this is what it looks like here.
Ooh, that looks cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Very nice.
So here we have our project manager, Cyrus. that has to inspect everything. So in case many are wondering, we have a gadget that actually attaches to our sink and it makes emptying and filling it a breeze. There are no buckets or backaches involved. We have a huge filter which handles the front of the tank and a smaller filter which handles the water that is behind the 3D tank, the 3D background. We went with a wonderful light that is remote controlled and it allows us to make the tank any color of the spectrum and it looks amazing. So here we have like a very light purple, creates really nice ambiance. On here we have a combination of the purple and this is like a teal green. And here we have like a light blue.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So we often like to switch up the design of the tank. So here's a different view with some manzanita branches. So the discus themselves are very delicate fish and are extremely sensitive to any change in the water. So constant monitoring and frequent water changes are required for sure, because these fish become ill really quickly and they can die within a week's time.
Wow.
So they're high maintenance like Alex.
Oh.
Yikes.
Been nice knowing you.
Hey, I showed him so much love in the beginning.
Thank God you started out right.
So it's actually been bumpy and expensive journey for us, but I think we finally have the hang of it. So here are a
You're
few
not
of the
still
fish.
talking about Alex, are you?
No. Oh, still?
Oh, I hope everybody's
Good one,
having
good
fun. I hope everybody's having fun.
So here we have a few of our fish. They're actually, they're so pretty. They're closest to, as far as appearance wise, to saltwater, but they're just freshwater fish. So the ones that we have, they range from 3-inch to 8 inches. There's the crew. So now we've been lucky enough to have our discus pair up and lay eggs several times, which typically in a community tank, that doesn't happen. So the water has to be super pristine enough for this to happen. However, we just don't have the space or the time for breeding tanks. You actually have to set up separate tanks for the couples so they can have their alone time with their babies. So unfortunately, yeah, it's true. So unfortunately, the other fish end up eating the babies in the tank. Yeah. So here's another view of the guys. So during this time, I mean, it's really relaxing when you sit back and just watch the fish. And with this pandemic and the stress of the world, it's been really nice to have Jamie spinning some music while I sit back, relax with our fur baby, watching the beautiful fish. Sipping on a glass of wine never helps. It's always helpful.
That's nice colors.
And here we have Cyrus, who has to approve everything. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed a peek into my world and what makes me happy. Let's all remain hopeful that we'll get through this soon. And I have this little video that I came across.
Nice.
That's cool.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so
That
much,
was awesome.
Aaron.
Thank you. I want a fish tank.
Yeah.
You're hired.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
It was great.
Thank you.